Alright, y'all, let's get this done. Ranking all my karate tournaments from 2024. I probably know I should do this video last year, but honestly, it didn't really come to my mind, so I'm doing it this year, and I will be ranking 2025 tournaments as well. I'm not done with 2026 yet, but here we are ranking all 2024. I will been to 4 tournaments in 2024, so let's get into it. At number 4, we have Detroit Classics. This was my very first tournament in 2024, and I was really nervous because it's my first tournament. I never performed in front of people before, so it was all confusing to me. And I kept looking down. I'm rushing through my form, and it just didn't feel right to me at all. But I'm glad I got to actually do a tournament. It's really fun, really, but since it's my first tournament, I was so confused and stuff. But I did try my best, so that's all I have to say. Especially with sparring, though, sparring kind of threw me off a lot. The way how people were moving and nobody wasn't really my speed. But at this point, I just had to get better. It was my first tournament. At number 3, we have Ultimate Warrior Challenge, aka All the Way in the Catalog Arena in Battle Creek. First ever tournament out of town, and it wasn't really bad though. I just didn't have I don't know how to say it, but it was really different. It actually was kind of confusing having a tournament out of town, but I did try my best, and I got to the point that if I go back out of town, I'll probably be comfortable to it. This is my first tournament out of town, so I'm already cool. I probably already said this was my first tournament out of town, but yeah. And I was actually scared to fight in sparring because it's like the guy was taller than me. This is actually the first time I actually felt scared in a fight because this guy was taller than me, and I had to fight him. But honestly, I was just rushing over for attacks. My brain was getting all confused. I didn't know what to do, but I wanted to get better and wanted to fight him again. But it was getting kind of confusing too. But I just tried my best, and that's all what happened. Number 2 was the Tournament of Heroes. I love this tournament, and I think this tournament was in a church or a school. I don't know where it was, but this was Mr. Carl's tournament. Mr. Carl is a former member of Team 313, and he teaches at Inspire Martial Arts. But yeah, I kind of like this tournament. Even though this was my second one, I kind of like it. But it wasn't really fun to me, but I kind of have fun in sparring too. And I think this is the first time when I got a medal actually, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, this is basically the tournament that I kind of had most fun in, but there is one more tournament that I had a lot more fun in than this one. And last but not least, number 1 goes to Smashing Pumpkin and Creative Tournament. I don't even know it was called that. I think it's just named it that. But yeah, this tournament was, I think, on Halloween or before Halloween, probably the week after. Let me just stop. Even though this tournament didn't feel real to me, but it was still a tournament, and I'm glad that I won. Even though it was really cool. Keep losing my ability to talk. Alright, I got this. Alright, yeah, so my favorite part was the speed breaking challenge. So my goal was to get 25. I thought I got 23, but Master Jermaine said it was 25, so I'm like, yay, yippee, all that. But yeah, this was my favorite one. I wish I can do this again. I think they had this at the US Open, and I didn't know it was at the US Open. It was really my first time. But let's not talk about the US Open right now. Let's get to this 2024. For a peak will be probably later, but yeah, this is actually one of my favorite parts of the tournament, and I'm glad I got a lot of first places in this tournament actually. So yeah, my first place in this tournament, and this is one of my favorite ones in 2024. But with that being said, for 2024, I'm gonna have to give this 5 out of 10 out of all tournaments. I only been to 4, so it wasn't really enough experience, but let me tell you, 2025 was probably a lot better than 2024. Actually, I don't know what 2026 is going to have for me today, but yeah. But with that being said, that is it for this video. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe or follow wherever you're watching on social media, TikTok, Instagram, doesn't matter. Yeah, but with that being said, these are all my karate tournaments from 2024. They all weren't bad, but I kind of like 2025 and 2026 is better. But with that being said, I'll see you guys another time. Kenshi Kamazaki out.